All feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. Hi, it's Roger McDonald from Positive Emotional Healing. That's quite deep, isn't it? I came up with that quote myself the other day, and I wrote it down and I said I'm going to do a video about it. This is the deepest truth right here. You're going to get it. You're getting the ultimate truth right here. And this what you're going to get in this video, I believe, is the ultimate truth. Or pretty close to it. All feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. So what I've said in previous videos, the world is an illusion. It's not real. The world is created through the filters in your brain. If you observe something, everything that you observe in reality is subjective. You're observing reality through your values, through your insecurities, through your national identity, through your cultural identity, through your particular upbringing from your parents, their values. Yeah? If you're a liberal, it's likely that one or more of your parents was a liberal, or your relatives were liberal, and you're raised in an aspect of society that was liberal and maybe high upper middle class. If you're Labour orientated or socialist orientated, it's more than likely one or more of your parents was working class, and you were raised in an area of society where you had those middle class unionist values, which, both sides, you can understand both positionalities, both perspectives, but understand that that's subjective. So your political beliefs, they're positionalities which have been programmed into you since birth. Whether you're more liberal orientated, whether you're more socialistic orientated, all parts of your identity have been programmed into you. We are manifestations of what we believe and how we've been programmed. And if we've been programmed since birth, yes, the truth is you and I are robots. Our animal self is robots. We've been programmed. We've got two aspects to ourself. We've got our spiritual self and we've got our animal, ego self. And all feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. So our ego, our animal self, is like a bio suit, a biological suit with which we interact, like a virtual reality suit, with which we interact with the illusion around us. So we're like in a virtual reality framework, but we have these desires of the animal self, which is to reproduce, to get food, to nurture our young, to defend ourselves from attackers. We have this survival programming built into our animal egoistic self. To run from threats, to fight threats, to freeze and hide from threats, and to reproduce. That's cardinally, it's built into our DNA to reproduce. And then we've got on the other side, we've got our spiritual self, which is sort of behind the illusion. It's behind the illusion, saying, hey, this is what's real. But then we've got our animal self, which is saying, no, this is real. But all feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the illusion around the landscape of illusion around you. So what's my point of this? So, how are you feeling? When I say, how are you feeling? What are you thinking about? It's all a lie. It's all part of that bio suit that you're wearing in this virtual reality, I could say matrix or hologram that we're living in. You may or may not have heard of that before, but all feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. How is this relevant to you? Maybe you're feeling depressed, maybe you're grieving, maybe you're sad. Well, those feelings, let's label them negative feelings, but they're animal feelings associated with your animal egoistic self. Those are feelings that you're saying that you lost something. Grief is saying you lost something or someone that was very important to you, that you had a deep connection and love for, whether it be a family member, whether it be a good friend, whether it be an investment or a boat or a car or something was stolen from you. That's that grief. Pride is, and that's a lie, and that's an illusion in this landscape of illusion that we're in. And pride is saying that, yes, you've done it. You've achieved something in the landscape of illusion. You've gone out there and you've won that trophy. You've worked very hard at it. You've come first place, the world champion, the best. You're on the red carpet. You're on the A-list. You've passed the $2 million mark in your property investments. That's a lie, because it's all based on the illusion around you. All feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. So the way to your spiritual self, the way to understanding God better, is to let go and surrender of all these feelings and thoughts, because they're not the truth. They're lying to you. Now, you might say to me, you know what? But how could we think? How could we create the space shuttle? How could we build rockets that go to Mars? And how can we, create clean water and inventions and electricity and all that? And yes, we can create all that stuff, and that seems like a natural evolution of consciousness in humanity, is that we create those great things. But overthinking, over-analysis tends to get in the way of all great creativity. The analysis paralysis. I'm not going to go on that path. I'm going to talk about all feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. So what I'm saying is, if you're not happy, you're not fulfilled, it's because you're believing the lies, the thoughts and feelings, which are not you. They're part of your animal self. You're believing them that they're true, but they're not true. They're just factored in with the illusions of the external world. Let me give you the kicker. If you're hesitating, here's the kicker. You've lived your whole life. You've done everything. You've married. You've had kids, grandkids. You've built that big business. You've been recognised by the local council. Got your photo in the paper. You're seen as a pillar of the community. And then you're 90-something. You're wetting yourself in a nappy in a retirement village. And you've lost your mind, you've forgotten who you are, you don't recognise your family members anymore. You're just sitting there. What's happened there? Yeah, what's happened there? You realised that all those things, that your kids don't visit you anymore, you don't have that money, you don't have that business. You realise that everything you've built in your entire life has been a lie. It's been an illusion. That's the kicker. That's the money right there, is to build your life and understand that when if you've ever known any great-grandparents or the suffering of old age and the suffering knowing that, when you become that, great person, some people, their cultures, they don't treat their elders very well, but some cultures do. All feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. You realise as you get to those last moments of your life that reality began and ended with you, that reality was an illusion, that everything you felt and thought was a lie, and that you were in an illusion your entire life. Because what's going to happen? This is going to happen to you. You're going to live your entire life. Maybe you win an Academy Award. Maybe you win a Grammy Award. Maybe you get the Ferrari, the Lamborghini. Maybe you have the beautiful supermodel spouse that you've been seeking out and the perfect children and grandchildren. Maybe you live in Santorini in Greece and on a perfect island. You bought yourself an island. You're still going to have to deal with those last minutes and seconds of your life where you realise it's illusion, where you realise that it was a lie. All but the feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. So if it's all a lie, if it's all reality is subjective and it's created through your brain, then choose the spiritual path. There's two aspects to you, as I've spoken about in this video and other videos. You've got your spiritual self with a capital S, and then you've got your animal, egoistic self with a lowercase s. And both the animal, egoistic self with a lowercase s is pulling at you saying, hey, follow me, I'll make you happy. But the animal self will not make you happy. But the true self, your spiritual self with a capital S, that is your true nature. That is, and everyone's got that. You, me, everybody's got that. It's whether we choose to align with it, whether we align our values, our choices with that. That's the ultimate choice in this illusion, because once you know it's an illusion, and that pursuing money and pursuing all those things that you think an acquisition of material things and status, pursuing all those things you think is going to make you happy, doesn't make you happy. Then you can choose in every given moment to be humble, to be giving, to be selfless, to be loving, to be compassionate, to be unconditionally loving, to be peaceful and harmonious with all aspects of life. So you choose to live aligned with your spiritual self. There's ultimate happiness right there, because you're doing everything right, because you're giving out so much good to the outside world. You're being harmless and blameless to the outside world. You're not hurting anybody or anything. You're not creating negative karma to come back onto you. You're creating positive karma. like you're sowing what you'll reap. You're going to sow lots of great qualities, obviously from the Christian perspective, and from the Buddhist and Hindu perspective, that you're creating positive karma, all good stuff. So you're aligning with your spiritual self, and you become ridiculously happy. Ridiculously happy. If you've ever met people who are not living for themselves and not living for their animal self and their animal nature with a lowercase s, animal self, the people living for their spiritual self, you'll find that they're ridiculously happy, ridiculously compassionate and loving. They'll want to help you. They're kind. They speak to you kindly. Okay? So all feelings and thoughts are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you. This is Roger McDonald from Positive Emotional Healing. Please check out our website, positiveemotionalhealing.com, and our Facebook pages. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing and sharing it with someone who you think may get some value from it. Okay, so the message is align with your spiritual self. Choose to and learn to observe the lies, the feelings and thoughts that are lies that help you navigate the landscape of illusion around you, which is your animal self. And to focus, to choose to align every given moment, from every small decision as to what you're doing today, how you're going to be in traffic, how you're driving, how you're communicating, how you're talking to the person at the checkout, how you're sending that email and that text, and how you're communicating by phone and talking to your loved ones, to align to your spiritual self in that the way you conduct yourself today in every small and big thing, and to let go and surrender and to not align yourself with your animal self. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for listening.